Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Babar Bagede Imo TV. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the national news. Nigerian government target loans from China, Portugal, Turkey to complete rail projects. Insecurity, create a national guard, army overwhelmed, Akinyemi. There is acute hunger in Nigeria, being Daniel Prophet's solution. Policemen flee as gunmen kidnap 9 Rivers passengers. And to the final story, which is sports. CAF Women's Champions League Bayelsa Queens beat TP Mazembe to keep semi-final qualification hopes alive. Now the news in detail. Muhazu Jaji Sambo, the Minister of Transportation, has stated that the President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration hopes to complete the ongoing rail project across the country with multi-billion-dollar loans from financial institutions based in China, Portugal, and Turkey. The minister mentioned these when he appeared before the Joint National Assembly Committee on Land and Assembly Marine Transport chaired by Senator Danjuma Goje on Thursday, adding that his ministry was focused on completing the Nigeria Railway Modernization Project. He said currently the implementation of the Kaduna-Kano, Port Harcourt to Maiduguri, and Kano to Maradi segment of the railway modernization is ongoing, with the federal government counterpart funded in the 2022 appropriation. The ministry hopes that the federal government of finance concludes negotiation of the loans with infrastructure development finance institutions of Chinese, Portuguese, and Turkish origin to implement the project, to ensure finalizing and signing of the loans agreement, evidence of source of funding of the balance of the advance payment, and other aspects of work to be financed directly by the federal government has to be made available to these financial institutions through adequate budgetary provisions in the year 2023 budget and subsequent budgets. Moving to the next story. Former Minister of External Affairs, Professor Bolaji Akinyemi, has told the federal government to create a national guard to tackle terrorism, banditry, and kidnapping in the country. The former Nigerian Institute of International Affairs, NIIA, Director General, said ex-head of state General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida did that during his administration. Akinyemi stated these yesterday at the launching of a book, The Pan-African Pantheon, Prophets, Poets, and Philosophers, written by Professor Adekeye Adebajo, Senior Research Fellow, Center for the Advancement of Scholarship, CAS, University of Pretoria, South Africa. The army has no business mounting roadblocks, he stated. We still have not got to that stage of reaching out for the greatness that we can be. And I will concur with those like Chinua Achebe said, it is a failure of leadership. And we contradict ourselves. The same people who would tell you there is no money and close down embassies would also be those who would advocate for the creation of their own states. And to the next story. Former Governor Gbenga Daniel of Ogun State has expressed worries over the level of hunger in Nigeria, saying there is only one solution to the problem. According to Daniel, Nigeria needs to return to agriculture to fight food shortage that has brought about extreme hunger and malnutrition among the citizenry. Daniel, who is a senatorial candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC for Ogun East, stated these during his word-to-word campaign tour to Iperu. Daniel spoke at the palace of Alaperu of Iperu, Oba Adeleke Bashubo, while paying homage to all the traditional rulers in Ikenne local government yesterday. Baffled by the effect of global food shortage, Daniel emphasized the need for Nigerians to urgently return to farming as the only viable way to increase local food production and to ensure a sustainable economy. The senatorial candidate recalled that it is their desire to boost food production and revitalize agriculture with necessary infrastructure informed his idea of the agro-cargo airport in Iperu while he was the governor 15 years ago, saying his government acquired the land, paid compensations, and did airport designs before the end of his tenure in 2011. There is global food shortage, there is hunger in the land. Nigeria needs to return to agriculture as the only alternative means of providing food, generating revenue and foreign exchange, and to also increase local food sufficiency. Next story is coming from the security angle. Gunmen have kidnapped 9 occupants of a commercial bus traveling along the Emoa area of East-West Road in Rivers State. A native of Odegu community in Emoa local government area, Prince Chuku, told newsmen that the incident occurred at a boundary between Eveku and Rumodogo within Emohu local government area of the state on Wednesday night. Chuku said the gunmen intercepted the bus, ordered all passengers and the driver out of the vehicle and diverted them into a nearby bush. He stated that policemen at the scene before who got the district call arrived at the scene, the hoodlums had fled with their captives. Mr. Chuku lamented that since the exit of the local vigilante known as the Onega Security, Peace and Advisory Committee, code-named OSPAC, crime had returned along the road. He said yesterday, Wednesday night, as the story has it, they kidnapped 9 people at the boundary between Eveku and Rumodogo. Before the policemen at Eli Brada Junction came, the boys' kidnappers have left the scene with their captors. Even the policemen at Rumodogo ran away. And to the last story, sports. Bayelsa Queens recorded their first ever win at the CAF Women's Champions League after defeating DR Congo's TP Mazembe 2-0 in their second Group B game on Thursday in Morocco. Heading into the game, Bayelsa Queens lost 2-1 to defending champions Mamelodi Sundowns in their group opener. But first half goals from Ogoma Joseph and Chinyere Igbomalu secured the points win for the Bayelsa Queens. Joseph broke the deadlock in the 3rd minute from the penalty spot before Igbomalu added a second in the 24th minute. Up next for Bayelsa Queens is a must-win game against Wadi Delga of Egypt, and the game comes up on Sunday, 6th November. That ends the national news from BGI TV this hour. Before we go, some major headlines. Nigeria government target loans from China, Portugal, Turkey to complete rail projects. Insecurity creates a national guard, army overwhelmed at Kinyemi. And finally, Bayelsa Queens beat CP Mazembe to keep semi-final qualification hopes alive. For more updates, you can link up on our YouTube handle by Bagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and function, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. Good afternoon. Jumat Mubarak.